Hello, mini world explorers! Look at this stone and think of a computer or a spaceship. There's a big difference, right? To build the technology we use today, our ancestors had to make a crazy discovery. They had to abandon stone. But how did we go from simple Neolithic villages to great, powerful civilizations? It all started thanks to an accident with fire. Stay with me until the end, because today we're discovering how a molten rock changed the world. Welcome to the Metal Age. About 7,000 years ago, someone noticed that certain strange-colored stones, when placed in a very hot fire, melted like ice in the sun. And not only that, when this liquid cooled, it became a new material, hard yet flexible. Unlike stone, which would shatter into 1,000 pieces if hit hard, this super stone could be bent and crushed. We had just discovered copper. It was the first metal in history. Humans began to work with copper. They discovered that by melting copper, they could pour it into stone molds to shape it exactly as they wanted. They could create axes, knives, fish hooks, and beautiful shiny bracelets. There was just one problem. Copper was a slightly too soft metal. It was fine for jewelry, but to cut hard wood, it bent. Something stronger was needed. So humans of the past began to experiment, much like true primitive scientists. They tried mixing molten copper with another metal called tin. And when this concoction cooled, they created a magical alloy, much harder and stronger than either. They had invented bronze. With bronze, everything changed. Farming tools became incredibly strong and no longer broke. Thanks to these new tools, farmers were able to produce much more food in less time. Villages became increasingly wealthy. Unfortunately, however, bronze was also used to make formidable weapons, swords, shields, and armor. Wars became larger and more dangerous. If you enjoyed discovering the secrets of past inventors, give this video a huge like. To make bronze, tin was needed, which was very rare. So humans began to travel by sea and land to search for and purchase it. Trade exploded. Huge trade routes were created, connecting far-flung countries. But the ultimate metal, the hardest and most powerful of all, was still hidden. To tame it, terrifying heat was needed. This mysterious metal was iron. It was found everywhere on Earth, but melting it was extremely difficult. Ordinary fires weren't enough. Our ancestors had to invent special furnaces that continuously blew air to raise the temperature to over 1,000 degrees. And finally, they succeeded. The Iron Age began. Iron was lighter and much more durable than bronze. With iron axes, entire forests could be cut down to make room for new fields and new cities. Metalworking was so difficult that a new specialized profession was born, the blacksmith. The blacksmith was considered almost a wizard. He didn't go into the fields to farm. Others gave him food, and in exchange, he built perfect tools. With better tools, more food, and powerful weapons, tribes became kingdoms, and kingdoms became immense empires. The first kings arose, along with the first written laws and great palaces filled with treasures. Humanity was never the same again. The Metal Age never truly ended. Look around you today. Bridges, trains, airplanes, even the heart of our phones and computers is made of microscopic wires of copper, gold, and other metals. Without that first stone melted in fire 7,000 years ago, we would never have been able to go to the moon. It's amazing how a small experiment born of human curiosity can change the history of the world forever. I hope you enjoyed this journey through fire and metal, and that it makes you look at the things you use every day with different eyes. To not miss our next journey through history, subscribe now to the Mondo Mini channel. Click the subscribe button to stay up to date on our adventures. Keep being curious and make magical discoveries. Bye, explorers! See you very soon!